of this conference final between the number 4 seed Indiana. Allie and coach, as we take a look at the starting lineups presented by Kia.
Screens.
To be out of foul trouble.
Officials tonight: John Goble, crew chief, referee David Guthrie, umpire Courtney Kirkland. Combined 63 seasons, over 4,000 games officiated. Shot clock at 5 and an OB. He'll work down low. Nimhard defending.
Good D, better O there, right there from OG. Just back down the smaller Nimhard and shot over him.
Yeah, absolutely. The size difference. Nimhard will always get into you.
Neesmith, an early touch. Turner inside. Held. Put it up. Caught it. Throw line. 1 of 2. 5 of 7 in game 2, and the other night 6 of 8.
Well, the challenge for Turner is to stay that aggressive throughout the game. He's had great spurts, but they need him the entire night.
Brunson, game 3, 23 points. Neesmith is on him. Robinson a screen. Kicking it out. Bridges with a 3.
For collapsing the defense. Bridges spotting up for that 3.
Well, Neesmith, who's a great defender, turned his head to look at the pick. When you do that, guys are going to be able to reject the screen and go the other way. You've got to stay focused on the ball handler's gut.
Towns gets the Siakam miss. The other way they go. Bridges trying to speed up that offense. It's a rebound by Halliburton. Numbers the other way. In the corner, 3. Neesmith.
How good is corner 3? And again, that's pace and tempo. That's how Indiana needs to play.
Brunson trying to carve his way in on Neesmith, and does. Another 2 there for New York, and the first 2 for Brunson. Siakam quickly the other way. Back and forth we go.
Well, this is Indiana on offensively, but this is Indiana's pace.
New York likes the space, though.
That was a made layup by Brunson, and they got a made layup at the other end.
Brunson sheds the D, puts up a 3. Halliburton again is right there. Thought he didn't do enough in game 3. He'll take it the other way for Indiana. 3 by Turner. Rebound by Bridges.
When Halliburton can rebound the ball and just bust out, they don't even have to outlet. They are very tough to stop in transition.
And they're looking for
50-win seasons for the first time in 20 years. One of the best coaches in this league for a long time.
Neesmith.
Well, there's the answer. If that ankle, back-to-back 3s.
So you played on a sprained ankle. What are the difficulties shooting? The lift, which I guess would make sense.
The lift and really the calf as well, because it's an extension of the ankle.
Doubled inside, twisting out of it, getting it to go. Towns finds 2.
I like Towns inside there. Towns has an advantage somewhere on everybody, and on Siakam, it's inside. Well, that's where I think the real challenge is going to come.
Point game 2 in the Garden. Puts it in. Coming into this game 4, the series separated by just 2 points. And here we are, 2 of 2 right there for Indiana at the line. 8.5 in the first quarter. And Bridges will penetrate. Chipping his way in that beautiful fadeaway, but he's short, and Halliburton with the rebound. Indiana 4-6, 3. Halliburton. On early in the game, Brunson with it. Neesmith will tail him. And in to Robinson, who makes it.
By Karl Anthony Towns coming out of the timeout.
Halliburton has been big, assisting and scoring early for Indiana. With 4 minutes gone, Siakam finds himself free with a whistle. Smith is out. Shepard is coming for Indiana. With a beautiful drive inside, but Nimhard can't finish.
The Knicks have numbers if they push, and they're at their best.
What a feed by Hart. And over with the cut.
Just like Hart rebounds and pushes the ball in transition.
Shepard got caught ball watching.
Nimhard is on top. Hart is right there, coming off the bench for a second consecutive game. It's Siakam working in on Bridges.
One thing that's been a constant theme in this series. The Knicks have no answer for Siakam once he gets into that mid-post area, Coach.
No, they don't, and he does such a great job of recognizing mismatches in transition, and the Pacers get him the ball.
Brunson over Shepard, and that's a hard drive by Nembhard. Ball knocked away. Turnover, Indiana. Knicks are behind in the turnover battle in this series so far. As Halliburton defends Bridges. Count it. Foul.
Best perimeter rebounder in the league, and he's the Knicks guy to lead the break. He pushes it down and finds Bridges in the post.
So we just had a 13-4 Indiana run, countered by a 9-2 New York Knicks run.
That's how this series has gone.
Halliburton, long three.
Now,
But the road team has played better in each of these games.
you know, it was interesting listening to OG. You know, he talked about them just being a little bit more locked in on the road, and you can make a case for both of these teams.
Wow, and Brunson shows it again.
Offense that has been better on the road, but right now, this looks like Indiana's road offense right here in Cambridge.
Robinson watching Halliburton. Puts on the brakes, finds a gap and hits it.
Well, what does that talk about this move?
Got it tonight, Reg.
Brunson and Halliburton putting on a show here early.
So Towns on the bench with 2 fouls. New York has made 5 consecutive shots, 5.5 in the first. 3, Brunson, bucket.
Well, you
Brunson with 10. Halliburton squeezing through 20 points.
Saw the defense, saw Brunson kind of getting off a little bit. Comes back with that bigger body of Aaron Nesmith.
Yeah, and Aaron Nesmith, I mean, we talked about it the other night. I think every NBA coach needs to take clips from this series and show how he gets over picks. There he is again.
Look at that.
Nembhard out, Nesmith in, defending the twirling Brunson. With a series of moves to get the shot away, but he couldn't finish. Here comes Halliburton. He has the last 7 points for Indy. And the other way, Nesmith takes it. It's Bridges. Hart the rebound.
And Landry Shamet
Tibbs is doing here. You bring in Preston. So now you take off Turner and you bring back Siakam to go along with Toppin. 2 small teams on the floor here.
T.J. McConnell is also checked in for Indiana. Hart will tee up a 3.
well in these playoffs, right around 40%. And that's key because everybody gives him shots.
Siakam across the lane. Hart with the rebound. Played the entire fourth quarter the other night. Knocked away by Siakam on the deflection.
That number.
3-on-1, Halliburton to Toppin.
Points.
But what did it come from?
Defense.
A Knicks turnover.
Brunson with 10. Precious Achua. McBride is coming for the first time. Brunson will wheel and fire on the fly. Wow. NBA Jalen Brunson. 13 for the Knicks. A monster first quarter for him. Halliburton with 12.
Halliburton also with 4 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah, he's assisted or scored on 8 of the 10 Indiana plays that we have seen, lining up here, maneuvering, faking, and putting one up on the fly. A rebound by Achua. Down goes Nesmith. Brunson gathers, fires, and is short.
Shooting over 70, how do you make it so you're not trading baskets?
Yeah, we got to get some stops. We got to get back in transition.
How specifically do you force them into the half court, and how critical is it to get them into later in the shot clock on their end?
Just got to make sure we have floor balance on
Ball. DeLon Wright is checked in for the first time. Deuce McBride out there with him. Towns with the 2 fouls back on the floor with Hart and Anunoby. That's the Knicks 5. 30 seconds into the second quarter. McConnell is watching McBride, and Towns will battle both Mathurin and Siakam and finding Anunoby. Saved by him 3. Quick inbound. McBride triple. Rebound by Mathurin.
You notice Tony Bradley guarding Hart. Siakam will stay on Karl Anthony Towns. They want a little more quickness on him to take away those drives.
Siakam a screen. Mathurin will wheel, and he puts it off the glass.
What a start here by Benedict Mathurin. Of course, you and I have been somewhat critical of his minutes, but tonight he has answered the bell here.
He's minus 31 in this series. They go down low. Towns and Bradley. Towns Pocketed by McConnell. Numbers, Mathurin through traffic. And picked up by McBride. Quick outlet goes to DeLon Wright. And the Knicks will attack. Each team the pedal to the metal. Towns, three, good.
Wow. Teams finding some success in transition. But wow, off of made buckets, the Pacers just running it back down the Knicks' throat. And then the Knicks.
I asked you a question, Coach. Are you surprised the Knicks willing to run with
on Turner back in for Indiana? Also, Siakam is on the bench. And they bring in Toppin. Deuce McBride just checked out. Landry Shamet has come in for the first time for New York. There's a whistle.
If the guard goes over, you can roll quickly. If the guard goes under, you've got to be careful because you will roll into the defender and get the offensive foul.
Shamet and Shepard. Anunoby, step back 19-footer.
Guys, if I would have told them the field, 67% from three, 6 of 9, and they're only up 5. If you're Coach Thibodeau, you would take that.
Absolutely.
Knicks are shooting 58%. Good feed, Shepard on the cut. And it came on top, down goes Shamet.
Fell on his tailbone, and he's still down.
Turner had during that last timeout, Shamet, who walked very gingerly to the sideline at that break, is back in, has the ball now. Shepard on him. It's Towns with 2 fouls. Works it on Mathurin and scoops it in with a reverse. Pretty play. 3.
If it's Miles Turner, the taller player, or Siakam, and there
Is for other teams. It's just a matter of his aggressiveness and how he plays. I don't think it's really that teams can match up with him or somebody can lock in and stop him.
Hart grabs the miss by Turner as Shamet picked up that foul moments ago. Hard to the rack, backed away. Turner with the defense. Karl-Anthony Towns.
go right. He's good guy going either way, Coach.
I agree. I would take away his left hand, though. I think he's more comfortable going left on that drive. I would sit on his left hand and make him take the ball to his right hand. I know that's counterintuitive as DeLon Wright comes up with the big
that's double dribble.
Connell. Double digits every game. 10, 10, and then 12 in game 3. Mathurin on the perimeter. Hart will defend the collision.
Absolutely. That puts us
Field. 8 points.
that got off to a great start the first 3 games of the Cleveland series.
Mathurin has not missed a free throw in this series. He is now 9-9. Anunoby on top. Mathurin is there. Shepard watches Shamet. Towns will back his way into Turner, getting help on the double from Mathurin. Locates Anunoby. In the corner. 3. Got it. What a shot.
By OG.
Good pass. You're right.
It was a tough catch, first of all, and then a great pass.
It's McConnell. Lasers one in to Siakam, who throws it away to Anunoby.
Now the offense becoming a little flustered here for Indiana. Time to get Halliburton back in the ballgame.
Anunoby hard charging to the rack.
Conference Finals.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Spike not being here the first 3
He
games.
said Denzel was going to kill him if he didn't go to Cannes and promote their new film, Highest to Lowest. So when Denzel calls, he's got to go.
I don't know. You can't put your own career ahead.
Halliburton is in. Here's a shot by Nimhard. He's back in the contest. Siakam is out. Shepard is out. McConnell is out. Mathurin is out. A lot of changes for Indiana. Hart right here. Brunson on the bench. Inside looking for Towns. Broken up by Neesmith.
Already 7 turnovers for New York, and that's been a problem in this series. They've lost the turnover battle in every game.
Nice defense there by New York on the drive by Nimhard. And here comes DeLon Wright. The Knicks, with Brunson out, have gone 5 of their last 6. Towns trying to work on the defense of Turner. On top, Hart with a 3.
That's a horrible possession by New York. Got absolutely no movement or no ball movement.
Toppin 3. Hart the rebound. He's got 4.
Now the Pacers offense is become a little stagnant as well. One pass shot. The ball movement was working in that first quarter.
Well, the speed of this game has slowed down dramatically, and that's in the Knicks' favor.
Right to Towns. Towns the drive. And for
three.
Towns has had great success against the Pacers.
But I think you've got to look at what a guy wants to the
The
left
steal and
hand.
inside Wright could not finish.
Second time Wright's had a steal and given it right back.
Halliburton three.
And miscommunication.
4 run by the Knicks. Towns again. They'll face the double. Neesmith will lead it. Cross court. Anunoby. Triple. Rebound. Halliburton.
Well, they're going to try to play small on Towns and then double team him in the post.
Pushing 5 to play. Screen and a shot from 3 from Halliburton. Rebound Hart again, digs it out. Takes it the other way from New York. Towns with a foul on Nembhard on top.
It's just his first appearance. Right. Now, a lot of those minutes, in fairness, he's off the court, so
Right,
are Halliburton,
exactly.
who's a great player for Indiana, so you can't put too much into it.
Halliburton works his way in and scoops it home.
Look, I know this is a really close game, but when Halliburton is this aggressive, things usually go Indiana's way, and he's already got 20, and we're only 20 minutes into the game.
Halliburton is at 4 threes already here in the first half. Brunson a good first quarter, 13 points. On top, Towns. Turner there, Bridges down, Towns driving, knocked away, picks it up and back to go.
I'm going to be a broken record.
14 for Towns, 10 Anunoby, 13 Brunson, driving in hard here. Halliburton, the defense there for the Knicks. Hart will lead it, Bridges will gallop, and New York will set up with a good cut by Brunson on a terrific feed, but he cannot finish. Nembhard the rebound, Halliburton the other way. Hart will defend. Into Turner. Anunoby will pick it up as he got tangled up. It's 100% from the floor. It was the first game they had shot under 50% from the field in game 3. Second time in the playoffs, and Turner with a nice twist and scooping it home.
Well, look, trying to pick up Towns' third foul. And you've got to put some pressure on him at the other end. You know he's foul prone. Got to continue to go at him.
Picked up by Nembhard.
Got numbers.
Halliburton underneath Siakam.